I feel like I can play even better too, which is even more exciting.
The tennis world just witnessed something incredible. Coco Gauff stepped onto the court at the 2026 United Cup with the weight of her nation on her shoulders. And what did she do? She delivered not one, but two crushing victories in the same day to save Team USA from disaster. After Taylor Fritz fell in a shocking upset, the 19-year-old phenom demolished Argentina's Solana Sierra 6-1, 6-1 in just 57 minutes, then dominated in mixed doubles to seal a dramatic 2-1 comeback. This is the story of a champion refusing to let her team down, a performance that left the WTA in absolute shock, and a statement that Coco Gauff is here to defend her United Cup crown.
They don't need to. Just the one required for Christian Harris and Coco Gauff. Team USA.
If you love watching champions rise to the moment, hit that subscribe button right now, because this story will give you chills. Let's rewind now. It's January 3rd, 2026, in Perth, Australia. The United Cup is underway, and defending champions Team USA are facing Argentina in their opening Group A match. The pressure is massive, the expectations are sky high, and things are about to get intense. The night session starts, and disaster strikes immediately. World number 6, Taylor Fritz, one of America's top players, is facing Argentina's Sebastian Baez, ranked 45th in the world. This should be straightforward, right? Wrong. Baez comes out firing on all cylinders. He's playing the match of his life. Fritz takes the first set, 6-4, looking comfortable, but then something shifts. Baez refuses to back down. He claws back to win the second set, 7-5, and suddenly the momentum has completely changed. The third set is an absolute battle. Back and forth, neither player giving an inch. And then, in a moment that sends shockwaves through Team USA, Baez closes it out 6-4 in the third. Final score, 4-6, 7-5, 6-4. Argentina leads 1-0. The American team is in crisis mode. If they lose the women's singles match, they're done. Their United Cup defense would be over before it even began. All eyes turn to one person, Coco Gauff. And here's where the pressure gets insane. Coco is making her 2026 season debut. She hasn't played a competitive match in weeks. She's facing Solana Sierra, Argentina's rising star who just played the day before and is already in match rhythm. Sierra is ranked 66th in the world and has nothing to lose. This is her first ever match against a top 10 player, and she's riding high on confidence after Argentina's victory over Spain. The tennis world is watching. Can Coco handle the pressure? Can she save Team USA from embarrassment? Can she deliver when it matters most? What happens next is absolutely spectacular. Coco walks onto the court with fire in her eyes. From the very first point, you can see she's locked in. She's not just here to compete, she's here to make a statement. The first game, Coco breaks Sierra's serve. She's aggressive, she's confident, she's playing championship tennis right out of the gate. Sierra tries to respond, but Coco is relentless. She holds serve easily, breaks again. Before Sierra even knows what hit her, Coco is up 5-0. The Perth crowd is stunned. This is supposed to be competitive. This is supposed to be close. But Coco Gauff is putting on an absolute clinic. She's hitting winners from both wings. Her serve is clicking. Her movement is pristine. She looks like she's been playing for months, not making her season debut. Sierra finally gets on the board with a hold of serve in the sixth game, and the crowd gives her a sympathetic cheer. But Coco? She doesn't let up for a second. After a brief wobble with 2 double faults, she regroups, wins 4 consecutive points, and closes out the first set 6-1 in just 30 minutes. Let me repeat that, 30 minutes. Coco limited Sierra to just 7 points on her serve in the entire set. That's not just dominance, that's destruction. But here's what separates champions from everyone else. Coco doesn't ease up. Some players might relax, might take their foot off the gas. Not Coco Gauff. She comes out in the second set with the same intensity, the same focus, the same killer instinct. The second set is a replica of the first. Coco breaks early, She holds serve with ease. Sierra is trying everything, changing tactics, hitting harder, coming to the net, but nothing works. Coco has an answer for everything. 6 games later, it's over. Final score, 6-1, 6-1. A double breadstick beatdown in just 57 minutes. Team USA is alive. The tie is level at 1-1. The crowd erupts. Coco pumps her fist, but you can see she's not satisfied yet. She knows the job isn't done. The match now comes down to the decisive mixed doubles. And guess what? Coco is playing that too. After her dominating singles performance, most players would be exhausted, would want to rest. But not Coco. She teams up with Christian Harrison, and they're facing Argentina's Maria Lourdes Carl and Guido Andriozzi with everything on the line. This is where Coco's mental toughness shines through. Playing doubles after singles is brutal. Your legs are tired, your mind is fatigued, but champions find a way. And Coco? She finds more than a way. She finds excellence. Coco and Harrison come out firing. They're dominating the baseline rallies. They're sharp at the net. They're communicating perfectly. The chemistry is instant. Even though Harrison later admits this is his first time playing for Team USA and he's partnering with someone he's watched and admired for years. The first set is tight. Argentina fights hard, but Coco and Harrison maintain their composure. They win it 6-4, 1 set away from victory. And then, in the second set, the floodgates open. Coco and Harrison are unstoppable. They're reading each other's minds. Every shot is landing. Every strategy is working. They dominate the second set 6-1. Game, set, match. Team USA wins 2-1. And Coco Gauff? She just delivered both points for her country on the same day. The tennis world is in absolute shock. Social media explodes with praise. Tennis analysts are calling it one of the most clutch performances in United Cup history. Fans are going crazy. But here's what makes this story even more incredible. Coco's reaction. In her on-court interview, does she brag? Does she boast? No, she stays humble. She says, "I feel like I can play even better too," which is even more exciting. It's always tough starting the first match of the season, especially against an opponent like her and someone who played yesterday. I'm really happy with how I managed all those emotions. Are you kidding me? She just delivered a masterclass performance, saved her team from disaster, and she thinks she can play better? That's the mentality of a true champion. Christian Harrison is beaming in his post-match interview. He says, "It was fun. I've watched Coco play so much, and I'm such a big fan. It's just fun to share a match like that with these guys, some people that I look up to, and it's good to just get out there and enjoy playing hard." The stats from Coco's singles match are mind-blowing. She limited Sierra to just 7 points on serve in the entire first set. She won 67% of her second serve points. She was dominant from start to finish. This wasn't just a win, this was a statement. And remember, Coco went undefeated in singles at last year's United Cup too. She ultimately led Team USA to the championship. Now she's starting her 2026 defense in the exact same way, with clutch performances when her team needs her most. The WTA world takes notice. Former champions are tweeting their admiration. Current players are watching and thinking, that's the level I need to reach. Fans are remembering why Coco Gauff is one of the most exciting young stars in tennis. But let's talk about the bigger picture here. This performance shows everything that makes Coco Gauff special. First, the pressure handling. After Fritz lost, the entire weight of Team USA was on her shoulders. One loss, and they're in a massive hole in Group A. But she doesn't crack. She thrives. Second, the versatility. She dominates in singles, then switches to mixed doubles and dominates again. That takes incredible mental flexibility and physical stamina. Third, the team-first mentality. Coco could have been frustrated that she had to play twice in one day. She could have complained about the schedule. Instead, she embraces the challenge and delivers for her country. And fourth, the humility. Even after this incredible performance, she stays grounded, stays focused on improvement, stays hungry. This is why Coco Gauff is not just a tennis player, she's a phenomenon. At just 19 years old, she's already a Grand Slam champion, a United Cup champion, and she's showing the world that her best tennis is still ahead of her. Meanwhile, Team Argentina can hold their heads high. Sierra gave it her all in her first top 10 match. Baez delivered one of the best performances of his career. But on this day, Coco Gauff was simply unstoppable. Team USA now sits at 1-0 in Group A and will face Spain next. And you better believe Coco is ready for whatever comes next. This is what champions do. When their team needs them most, when the pressure is at its highest, when there's no margin for error, they deliver. Coco Gauff didn't just win 2 matches, she saved Team USA's United Cup defense. She made a statement to the entire WTA, and she showed the world why she's one of the most exciting players in tennis. From a 6-1, 6-1 demolition in singles to a clutch 6-4, 6-1 victory in mixed doubles, Coco proved she's ready to defend her crown and chase even greater glory in 2026. If this performance inspired you, if you're excited to see what Coco does next, smash that like button, subscribe to this channel, and drop a comment. What's your prediction for Coco Gauff at the 2026 Australian Open?